Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives sins, forgives sins. He says, oh my slave, if you came to me and your sins have reached the heavens, no, Allah, your sins have reached the heavens, but you don't associate partners with me, I will come to you and I will match you with mercy that match your sins. Allah wants you, my brother, my sister. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you. Allah Azza wa Jal loves you. Hasha lillah, Allah's above any example. Like any father here, no father consciously wants to make his child's life difficult. No one does that. And you, young brother, how do you imagine yourself as a father? How? As a good guy, I want to make things easy for my son, I want to give him the best. Naturally, like all good people think like this. But if my son came to me, right, like this kaki here, if he came to me now and he asked me, well, you know, like he's only 6. So if he said to me, Dad, you know what, 12 o'clock at night, I want to go run on the street, do I let him go? But why are you being difficult for? But don't you want your son to be happy? But don't you want him to prosper? But don't you want him to have a good time? And so now you're thinking about, come on brother, you got to be reasonable. Yeah, that's exactly right. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to me, don't do this, it's not because, Allah doesn't need. But when Allah tells me don't do this, it's because He cares for me. Allah wants the best for me, even and especially when I don't know what's good for me. So when my son tells me, you know, Dad, I want to go to the city on a Saturday night and well, I want to go have fun, and he's only 13, 14 years of age, naturally as any sound father, what are you going to say to him? Brother, you're going nowhere. You're going nowhere. Not because I don't want you to have fun, not because I didn't raise, no one raised his son so he can make him miserable. That's not the point. You've raised your son, you want him to be the best. But when I say to him as a responsible adult, when I say to him, you're not going there, that's because I know what you don't know. So you turn around and say to me, oh, what, brother? But don't you trust me, Dad? Don't you trust my friends? Brother, it's not. And sometimes what I need to say is beyond your comprehension. But nevertheless, it doesn't change my stance. You're not going. Allah wants what's best for us. Allah yearns to see us, my brothers. Allah loves to meet His slave. He's created you. Every single heartbeat of yours, every time your heart beats, He needs permission. But who gives it that permission? Every blink of your eye takes permission from Allah. Who gives it to it? Why? Because He hates you? Brother, not last week, last night, every single one of us was dead. We were dead. Sleep is the minor death. What's the dua we make when we wake up? The first thing you say, obviously, it's like with anything. We praise Allah. Alhamdulillah, alladhi. All thanks and all glory be to the one who did what? Ahyana, gave me life. Ba'dama, after. Bro, we were all dead. Ba'dama amatana. Every one of us was dead last night. But who gave you life? Was it your money? Was it your mother, your father, your know-how, your mates, your business? What was it that gave me life? Allah. Why? Because He hates me? He who loves to meet Allah, Allah loves to meet him. A man killed 99 people. 99. Look, most of you know the hadith. What does Allah want? Really, let's get to that. What does Allah want? That you make an effort. See, like it's not some, make an effort. That's all Allah wants. A genuine effort. My slave, if you come to me a handspan, I come to you an arm's length. Who talks like this? My slave, if you come to me walking, I come to you running. Does this sound like a Lord that wants to punish me? The man killed 99 people. Authentic hadith. 99 people. But like, what sort of individual do you have to be for that? 99. And the number was specific. Brother, there are soldiers in war who don't kill that many people. Anyway, most of you know the story. So something enters his heart, he's yearning for Allah. So he goes to the people, he says, you know, can I make tawbah? So the people say to him, look, there's a righteous man, go to him, ask him. He goes to the man, he says, look, I've killed 99 people. The guy says, 99? He couldn't comprehend the figure. He says to him, brother, no way Allah can forgive you, no way. So to show you the ruthlessness of the man, he kills him too. But brother, that's Ya Latif, man. Like he killed, like he didn't kill a guy who challenged him or swore at his sister. No, but the guy's a abid. He killed a abid. He killed a man who's a pious, and simply because he didn't like his fatwa. Bro, imagine this guy was in the area now. Shnun. It's madness. Anyway, so now after 100, look, what's the key? No, here, there's a sincerity, man. There's a genuine sincerity. After 100, he still wants Allah. Anyway, it's not the point. I wish I can dissect the story. Anyway, he ends up going to a scholar, and that's the difference. So he goes to a scholar, says, look, I've killed 100, can Allah forgive me? The scholar turns around and says to him, my brother, who can stand between you and the forgiveness of Allah? Who? But this is where things get interesting. There's not a man or woman in this building today in the house. I'm sure I don't need to ask. I already know. Every single one of us want Allah, and every one of us wants change, and every one of us wants to make it. Wallahi, I get it. But what's the difference? What's the difference between us and this guy? Like honestly, do I need to ask anyone here that, brother, do you want to be a hafiz of the Quran? Really, do you? Like you look at me as in, come on, man. Every one of us here would wish to be. What an honor. But what's the difference? What's the difference between you and I and the hafiz of the Quran? So he says to him, but my brother, yeah, Allah can forgive. He says to him, but look, and this is it right here. He says, but in order for you to complete your tawbah, he says to him, brother, you need to leave this town. You need to leave. You're surrounded by corrupted people here. You need to leave this town and you need to go to a place where there's good people and they will help you and they will assist you towards your tawbah. And that's it right there. We want forgiveness. We want change, but I'm not prepared to pack up and leave. Now this doesn't necessarily mean I need to leave my area. Brother, you're not prepared to leave your friends. You're not prepared to change your ways. You're not prepared to change your surroundings. You're not prepared to give up your haram earning. Brother, I'm not prepared. But I want Allah's forgiveness. Yeah, but it doesn't work like that. So this man, being true and genuine, he packs his bags. He's on the way to the town of forgiveness. Wallahi, read the hadith. It's incredible. On the way, Allah takes his life. So the angels of mercy come down and the angels of punishment come down, and then there's a dispute. The angels of punishment say, no, hang on, this man's ruthless. He's killed 100 people. So the angels of mercy trying to argue on his behalf. They said, yeah, he killed 100, but he's making tawbah. The angels of said, no, he was on the way to tawbah. He didn't complete it. So it was a genuine discussion. So Allah Azza wa Jal, He sends down a third to be a judge between the two. He says to them, measure the distance of the earth. If he's closer to the town of sin, then let the angels of punishment take him. And he's closer to the and if he's closer to the town of good, well then let those angels take him. So they measure the distance. Unfortunately for him, he was closer to the town of sin. This is a man that killed 100 people. Allah Azza wa Jal orders the earth to change its dimensions. Allah threw physics, science, Mother Nature, whatever, Allah threw it all out of the window. None of it applied, none. A man who killed 100 people, Allah changed the world. He moved the dynamics, the physical existence. Allah Azza wa Jal changed the dimensions of the earth and made him what? One handspan. To the town of good, and he said to the angels, take him. The angels of mercy, take him. It's a man who killed 100. He who loves to meet Allah, Allah loves to meet him.